and welcome back to Cooking and Kids. In today's episode, I'm taking you to a very special place. We are flying to Fiji. To get there, we're gonna hop on a late night flight from Los Angeles to Hawaiian Islands, from where we're gonna go to Nadi, which is located on the main island. This is gonna be another great adventure, which I'm so excited to share with the rest of you. We are sailing around Yasawa Islands, where we're going to meet a local chief who will tell us a little bit about the history and culture of these islands. We are also visiting with a local mom who will teach us a special recipe made with ingredients grown right here on this island.
Everybody cooks here, you see that, guys?
After a sleepless night, we arrived to Fiji around 5 o'clock in the morning. This port hosted some of the most impressive vessels, but their beauty could not compete with that morning's sunrise. There was no time for catching up on sleep because we had far more important things to do. We are off to farmers market to purchase all the fresh ingredients we'll need for our trip. There was an abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables on this market. Some of them I was familiar with, and some of them I have never seen before. Like this one. However, the most interesting item on this market was a plant called kava kava. I'm learning that Pacific Islanders have used kava for thousands of years as a medicine and for ritual purposes. The farmers market was a great experience, and we are off to our next task. I was told about the special French market that sells all kinds of unique delicacies. What they didn't tell me is that I was about to meet one of the most charming Frenchmen and the shop owners. It's always wonderful to run into people who truly enjoy doing what they do. And just like that, our grocery shopping turned into this amazing food and cultural experience. And I have to hand it to them French, because they surely know how to enjoy food and life. I couldn't wait to bring all the groceries to the boat and to try one of the local papayas we picked up at the market. With the boat well stocked, we are off to our adventure.
We started day one at Port Dennery Marina on the island of Viti. Then today we decided to sail up to the island of Nevada, Navada. And now we're at this point right here, so we have about 13 nautical miles as the crow flies up to our anchorage, which is intended to be right off in Nevada Island. And here's our anchorage. So there's Vanuatu Island and Nevada Island, and we want to anchor right next.
Everything was going so well. We had a perfect weather, and soon we found our anchorage. But to my surprise, we were not the only ones who favored this particular spot. Fiji is home to at least 30 shark species. These are black-tip reef sharks. They're not particularly dangerous and can often be found just a few meters deep near reefs and drop-off zones. By majority's vote, we decided to pull the anchor up and to look for another anchorage. Yasawa Islands offer all kinds of beautiful coves where you can drop the anchor, and we found the perfect spot. Even Armani's yacht was there for a night. The next morning, we were off to Octopus Resort, which is located on Waia Island. There's a great snorkeling area right next to the resort, so we decided to check it out. Such sites are extraordinarily beautiful and important, but unfortunately, Fiji's coral reefs are declining rapidly, partially due to global warming and partially to direct human neglect. This was another great anchorage where we had a chance to relax, have a good dinner, and get a lot of rest, because tomorrow we have a long crossing. Sailing is so much fun, and it's one of the best ways to explore the world because every day is an adventure. But it's also a lot of work, and sometimes it's filled with hours and hours of rocky seas and long crossings. We are fully sailing right now. We are going about 4 to 5 knots. Earlier we were going 7 knots. Good winds, a little bit choppy seas, but this makes sailing so much more fun. We are going from Helpindenise, from Waya to Naviti
Yes.
Island. And
Yes.
on this island, we're going to visit with the locals, and we're hoping to have a meal together with them. As you can see, we're getting a good core workout because the waters are just doing this, and the weather is beautiful. After almost 8 hours of sailing, we finally arrived. We have such a privilege to be welcomed by our chief to a beautiful, beautiful village. And we just went through a ceremony of being accepted and allowed in their village. And the chief was gracious enough to offer us a short interview about a little bit about his village, his culture, and his people.
I think it's more than 300 years.
Over 230 years.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Yes.
What do you notice about difference between Westerners and your way of life?
Yes, it's much it's a different way.
Very different.
Life and even style living.
Yes.
Yes.
So young people are trained early on to assume big responsibility
Yes.
for their people. So that's wonderful. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everything? Okay. So this is very different than in America, for instance, now, because there are a lot of people your age who have not yet been assigned a responsibility. They're still very much kids. So I kind of like to see that at your age, you're already stepping up into a really, really amazing role, which will be a role of leadership and protection of your people.
Always learning for the traditional culture.
Sure. You like preserving the culture?
Yes.
Very good. Because we need to do more of that in the world. Because the cultures and languages and ways of life are disappearing. Everything is becoming same. So it's very important that young people like yourself preserve the culture of your people and you keep it going on. Now I have a tricky question. A tricky question.
Yes.
What do you do when people don't listen?
You always pray for the whole village.
Oh, so you pray.
Yes.
In my village, tell them in my village, when people don't behave,
No.
not here.
No.
Not here. Okay. You're a good chief.
Yes, that's why many yacht came here.
Thank you
He's
very
allowed
much.
here.
Thank you very much for allowing us to intrude on your way of life in this way. Thank you very much for being here, and good job. Good job on what you're doing, and thank you for translating it all for us.
Thank you.
This is wonderful. With the chief's blessing and approval, we were off to the best part of our trip. I was so excited to spend some time with the local kids and to find out about their way of life on this beautiful island.
You know what mischief is? The trouble? Troublemaker. Who's the best student? Really? All A's? Do any of you know how to cook? Everybody cooks here. You see that, guys? You do too? Okay. I want to know what kind of foods do you make? Fish. Fish? How do you prepare fish? Boil it? Oh, look at this. Do these grow here?
Yeah, you can put it in.
Should I put it here? No. Okay, would you put it in my hand? Yeah. Would you put it in my hand? Oh, thank you so much. Good?
Very nice, it's beautiful. This is the last house in this village. This is the last house in this
It is.
village.
Last house, okay. Am I beautiful? Yes?
These children were full of love and life.
Everybody can come down. I want to see that. Okay, one at a time.
I'm second.
Okay. No way, that was too
Besides being able to climb trees so skillfully, one of the biggest differences I noticed between these children and Western world children is how comfortable they were among strangers and how eager they were to engage with us. To me, this speaks of a healthy community and a healthy society. I wish every child in the world could grow up in safe families and communities where they could thrive and feel safe.
And I would climb trees all day long.
We had so much more to explore, and kids wanted to show me one of the main plants or fruits on this island, which is a breadfruit.
And that's okay to eat.
Okay, and is it tasty? Is it
Yes.
good? Yeah. I
With
never had it before.
milk, coconut milk.
With coconut milk?
Yeah.
Wow, and you have a lot of these trees here?
Yes, all in this village.
Besides
And those are those
fruits,
bananas
there's
in
also
there?
great seafood around here.
Oh, okay. Can they be eaten?
Yes. They only come outside when the rainy, when it's rainy season.
They come outside. Oh, okay.
But now
We're talking about the land crabs, which are one of the delicacies around here.
only in the night.
This is a lemon.
Where's the lemon? Oh. Is it a lemon or orange?
Lemon.
This is storage where the fresh water is kept for the entire village. Definitely one of the kind tour, and I so enjoyed getting to know these kids and learning about their way of life. The big component to their health and happiness is definitely food they eat. And today we'll have one of the local moms show us one of the simplest recipes to make for dessert.
I'm from Fiji. Fiji Island.
She wanted to show us how to make quick and easy dessert consisting of only few natural ingredients.
This one is very, very sweet.
The process starts with preparing bananas for cooking. And these bananas have slightly different taste and consistency. Once peeled, bananas are cut into thick slices in preparation for cooking. As one mom to another, I was very curious to find out how many hours does Marrian spend in the kitchen every day. Cooking here has a whole nother dimension because in order to do it, you have to get the fire going first.
Does everybody cook?
You notice, kids, there are no microwave ovens here. Like in so many cultures, fire and the kitchen area brings everybody together. And apparently, this outdoor kitchen and the living area was the gathering place for the whole village. While bananas were cooking, Miriam wanted to show us the next step to our recipe. She's going to show us how to get the coconut milk and how to make fresh coconut flakes. All parts of coconut are used, some for eating and some for fire. With the coconut, Miriam will create a sweet cream in which she will serve the bananas.
Thank you so much. It's very good.
We are going back to boat for a couple of hours, after which I'm coming back to try this delicacy.
So this is the lemon leaf.
Is it a tea?
Yeah, tea.
A tea.
Yeah.
Very nice. Special banana recipe, which is actually quite simple. It's basically just a boil of bananas and a coconut cream, milk, coconut milk. Okay. I don't know. There's no way that this will be bad because both banana and coconut is so good. This is why all your kids look so beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're healthy. Very good. Well, thank you so much. This is really, really good. Keeps you healthy and beautiful. Yes. And this is a lemon tea. And in my house, I have 150 lemons, but I never make a tea. I didn't know you make a tea. Okay, let's try. So you have a lot of lemons in here? Yeah. You do?
And this is the lemon. You know, Monzo? This one we use for
Juice? Is it a lemon or lime?
Lemon.
Lemon.
So this is a Fijian biscuit. You wanna
I
try?
would love to try it, yes. A Fijian biscuit. What
Yeah.
is it? What's so
Oh,
special?
not some. This way. You know, I tell me.
Very
And
good.
this is the jam.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I cook it myself.
With
Wanna
what?
try?
I want to try it.
This is a fruit. Uran nga sila meron mauli. Mauli vina.
Can you come close and take a picture, take a video of this, how beautiful this looks? It looks great. It's a fruit that grows here locally.
Yeah. So this is the fruit. How's it?
It's very good. Wow.
It's like a honey.
Right.
So this is a fruit. You grow up here and make jam.
Let me see.
Yeah. I don't know the English name of this fruit.
But it's
In Fijian we call mauli.
mauli.
Yeah.
Mauli. It's green.
Yeah.
So how does the green turn into red?
I cook it.
If you cook a long time?
Yeah. Peel out the skin first, and then you cut for like 1, 2,
Okay.
and you put inside the pot and you cook.
So what kind of food you have to bring from the other islands?
No, that's plant here.
Everything.
Yeah, only flour we buy it from mainland.
How about oil?
Oil too.
Okay.
But we can use here our own oil and bread. We use cassava.
As Wa was saying that you have a coconut, you have pineapple, you have bananas, you have mangoes,
Cassava.
cassava, yams. Okay, so you grow a lot of your food. The only thing that you bring in
Breadfruit.
breadfruit as well, right? And the kids growing up on this island eat basically 100% locally grown and 100% homemade food. What I'm learning, they're only bringing in flour and sometimes a little bit of oil, and that's it. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's pretty amazing, especially for all of us who depend on big factories and big mega farms to feed our children. Good job. Your parents, your mother-in-law and father-in-law have a good daughter-in-law. That's really good. It's very important. Very good. Yes. And your son must be a very special man. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for filming. You are awesome.
After seeing how Miriam made this dessert, once I came home, I wanted to create that same dessert using the ingredients that all of us can find in our grocery stores. You're gonna need a pan like this and a half a stick of butter. Let's talk about the bananas. As you saw, Miriam used locally grown bananas, which are different in shape and size, and especially in the consistency and density. And for that reason, I want to make sure that we use semi-ripe bananas. This way, as we cook them and as we turn them into dessert, they don't lose their shape. So it's very important to purchase semi-ripe bananas, not too green and not too ripe. Bananas are very healthy, and there's no wonder why they're highly recommended for kids. Bananas help with heart health, and they help regulate sugar levels. As well, they're good for our digestion, for our bones, and they have a lot of antioxidants. As you just saw, I cut the bananas in 4 pieces, and now I'm gonna take some time to brown them. And while bananas are getting brown, I'm gonna warm up a cup of sugar. As the bananas cook, you're gonna notice that they're gonna start absorbing the butter. So half a stick of butter is just about enough for 4 to 5 bananas. It looks very good. It smells very nice, although we haven't added anything to it but just butter. Now, when we add a little sugar and vanilla and maybe just a touch of nutmeg, this is gonna be a delicious dessert. Caramelizing or melting sugar is quite simple as long as you understand how sugar melts so that you keep it caramelized and don't burn it. We are working towards completely liquefying the sugar. This is about the right consistency of the sugar we want. We have the right color, the fragrance is there, and all the pieces of sugar are melted in. And now we are ready to add coconut milk. And while you do it, I would suggest that you do it very carefully. While cream is cooking, we're gonna set these bananas in a serving dishes. 2 pieces of banana per dish is about the perfect ratio. Now that sugar is completely dissolved, we are ready to add the cream. In Serbia, there are so many wonderful bakers, and women go through elaborate recipes and make these amazing desserts. For them, a dessert like this might be just too simple. But for busy moms and for people who are on the go and want to serve a natural and tasty dessert to their kids, this is definitely something that anybody can make. All that's left to do is to pour the cream over bananas and set everything in the fridge. And right before I do that, I'm gonna add some real vanilla. We all know that we should reduce the sugar consumption, but if you are going to have something sweet, let's at least keep it as natural and preservative and chemical free. We could have taken this recipe to another level and turned the coconut cream into custard, but I wanted to stay true to Miriam's recipe and to see how this will turn out using the ways of preparing it the way she did. So all that's left to do, I'm gonna add a little bit of ground cloves because I love ground cloves in desserts, and this is optional, by the way, so you guys don't have to, but you can add cinnamon if you wish, or maybe a little bit of nutmeg. Let it sit overnight, and next day you can serve it with little whipped cream and your favorite nuts. Cooking with Miriam was so much fun, but now we are back to our little adventure. Give a girl a little power in her hands and give her ability to steer it. I tell you, there's nothing better than that. It feels wonderful to have your hands on wind. So you can feel the power of wind and both pulling and boat and wind working together. And it feels just so good to be able to have your hands on it and kind of play with the wind and with your boat. Especially when the good music is playing in the background. Our travels through Fiji will soon come to the end, but not before we visit some of the popular tourist destinations. This is a famous spot right in the middle of the ocean, and it's called Cloud 9. Fiji is an incredibly beautiful and family-friendly destination. The weather is pristine, the water is perfect, and snorkeling was sensational. The Fijian people are incredibly friendly and warm, and many resorts are well set up for families and kids.
Bula, bula, bula.
There are so many wonderful places to visit and places to stay at. So one of the most important decisions you'll have to make is to decide where would you like to stay. If you're looking for full accommodations and stress-free vacation, that will be easy because there are plenty of resorts on the islands. However, I do hope that your curiosity will take you to less traveled places, allowing you to get to know Fiji for all that it is. This is our last evening in Fiji, and we have a perfect way to celebrate it. As I was preparing for the departure, it was clear that vibrant sunsets, crystal clear waters, and warm smiles of the locals have created memories that will stay with me forever. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip. Until the next time and next episode, please take care of yourself and those around you.